Just like addition, we also have a subtraction model using integer tiles. The keys to this is to remember that a positive and a negative, when combined, will always equal 0. Also, I can just represent my red tiles with a plus sign and my yellow tiles with a negative sign to show that those two together still do equal 0. So I'm going to start with 5 minus 4. First step is to draw or have 5 positive tiles. In this case, I'm just going to have 5 red ones. And I'm going to think to myself, am I adding or am I subtracting? In this case, I'm subtracting. So what I have to do is I have to take away 4 of them. I'm just going to take them away by removing 4 or crossing them out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to think, what do I have left? I have 1 positive left. In this example, I'm going to start with negative 5. So I'm going to put 5 negatives. 3, 4, 5. And again, I'm going to think to myself, am I adding or am I subtracting? And I'm subtracting. And what am I subtracting? I'm subtracting negatives. And I have negatives to take away. So I'm going to take away 3 of those negatives. 1, 2, 3. And what am I left with? This time I'm left with negative 2. Now another problem. This time I have negative 3 minus positive 5. So again, I'm going to start with my negatives. I have 3 negatives. 1, 2, 3. And I think to myself, am I adding or am I subtracting? Well, I'm subtracting. But I don't have any positives to take away. I need to take away 5 positives. So the only way I can do that is by creating them by adding pairs of 0. And in order to do that, remember, I can use 1 positive and 1 negative, and that always equals 0. So I'm going to add 5 0 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are only half of my 0 pairs. Here's the other half. So now I have my original 3 negatives, which is right here, and I've now added 5 pairs of 0. I still have negative 3 plus 0, which is still equals negative 3. I have not yet done anything to change the first part of that problem. But now I need to take away those 5 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I'm now left with are all of these negatives. These negative 3 plus I now have these 5 negatives, giving me a grand final answer of negative 8. Negative 3 plus negative 8 gives me negative 8. Another example where I might need to rely on my 0 pairs is 5 minus negative 3. I'm just going to use plus and minus signs this time. So I'm going to start with positive 5, 4, 5, and I have to think to myself, am I adding or am I subtracting? And I am subtracting, and I'm subtracting negative 3. Well, I don't have any negatives, so I'm going to have to add pairs of 0, 1, 2, 3, so that I now have 3 negatives that I can take away. I'm going to take away these 3 negatives and count up what I have left as my answer. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 positives, so my answer in this case is positive 8. The rules for subtracting integers using tiles are that you draw the first amount, then you remove the number of tiles that represent the second number. If you can't do that, if the second number is not represented, then you need to add 0 pairs and just try again. Finally, you count the remaining tiles and record this as your answer. Try some examples on your own. First one, try 10 minus 14. Secondly, try negative 3 minus negative 8. All right, thanks.